Hey everybody, welcome to another Job Search Daily with a focus on technology. Today we have Viking Cruises, and you might know them as Viking River Cruises. They have been providing cruising services mostly in Europe, in places like on the Rhine River, Budapest, Amsterdam, parts of Asia, in France. They're all over the place. They are looking for sales representatives to help push their ticket sales, I'm imagining. So push their services and get them well known. They've been around for several years, not the longest time, but they've been around and they've been doing a big media push. So they need sales associates to close on those deals that are coming in. In actual fact, this position here, I found it on Indeed. They are looking for an inbound sales account manager position, remote. So they have about 11 positions on Indeed right now in various different capacities: waiters, sales account managers, housekeepers, and so on and so forth. But what we're going to focus on today is their sales account manager remote. They have some positions on their website that are specific to certain locations, but they also have positions that are national and remote, and you can be anywhere. So if you go to their website, and like I said, I found this position on Indeed, but if you go to their website and then you go down to the career section, you can click on the career section here and search US positions. Click on that. It's doing some processing here, and you can see all the sales and other related positions. And then you have internal audit, tax positions as well too. Some of the positions on Indeed are not on their website, and some of the positions on their website are not on Indeed. Make sure you check out both. And like I said, they have positions all over the United States, Oregon, Nevada, Arizona specifically in those locations, but they also looking for nationwide United States positions. So let's click on that and let's read the description. So sales account manager remote. Come join the exciting world of travel. As a sales account manager, you could potentially earn between $80,000 to $190,000. Yeah, I didn't even hit on that. This is a well-paid position. Consistently rated at the top of the river, ocean, and expedition cruises, award-winning Viking Cruises offers high earning potential unlike any you will find. Do you have an inside travel insurance, real estate, mortgage, or telephone sales experience? Viking is the place for you. And that actually sounds like me. I have a lot of that kind of experience. And a lot of you do too. As a remote call center sales consultant, and imagine, people always try to dump on call center representatives and say all this stuff about call center. Oh, you work in a call center, blah, blah, blah. But really, call centers are a driving force in companies, because that's where their calls come in, especially if you're doing inbound sales. They have to call in somewhere. So if you're receiving calls, you're in a call center. Maybe this position obviously is remote. You're working from home. So it's a remote-based call center type position, but it pays between 80 and 190 grand. And we're going to get into the average pay soon, but let's read the description first. Handle inbound sales calls from customers, identify their needs, and make travel recommendation. No cold calling ever. That's another thing. It's like people, they try to downplay call or phone-based positions because they don't want to deal with the stress of people calling or having to call out, especially. So this position is inbound. Make follow-up outbound calls, overcome obstacles, and close the sale. What that means is you're going to call the person back. If they call and say, hey, yeah, I'm interested in more information, my name is such and such, and you take their information and then you go through all the different packages that Viking offers, and then the person says, I'll think about it. You have their name and phone number, and you have their email address. So you're going to put them into the sales funnel. You're going to follow up with them and say, hi, you called a few weeks ago. Have you thought about taking one of these vacations that we spoke about? And a lot of these people are older, so therefore they're old school. So and you might not know this, but a lot of people that take Viking River Cruises, they are elderly people. A lot of them are 50s and up. I wouldn't say 50s is elderly, obviously. People that are 65, 70, 80 years old that have amassed a lot of experiences, and they want to go back to Europe, they want to travel, they want to see the world, and they want to do it in style. I used to live on a street in a neighborhood that had a lady. She always go on Viking River Cruises, and she loved them because they reminded her about growing up in Europe and all of that stuff and what it was like. And truthfully, Viking River Cruises are not cheap, and so it's for people that generally have amassed a certain amount of wealth. They're not Carnival Cruises or Princess Cruises or whatever you want to call them. They are expensive. A lot of them are well over $10,000 a person per cruise. Some of them go well beyond that for many different location packages and so on and so forth. All right, so make follow-up outbound calls, overcome obstacles and close the sale, build lasting relationships to drive consumer loyalty. So it's not like just they call in and you close the deal immediately. This job requires some follow-up, so that's hence the great pay, six-figure position basically. Are resilient and have a high ethical standard. Are coachable, open to feedback, highly motivated and driven to succeed with an entrepreneurial spirit, and highly collaborative and self-starter. To be considered for a career with Viking, you will need 2 years experience in remote telephone sales with a verifiable track record of success. Have you worked in a call center? Have you worked as a travel agent, an insurance agent, a real estate agent, a mortgage broker, a telephone sales experience? That encompasses a lot of people there. Let's continue. Call center experience preferred, ability to maintain individual sales goals, previous sales experience with ability to close on the first call, flexibility in your schedule to include evening, weekends, and holidays, proficiency with basic computer applications, equipment, Microsoft Word, Teams, Outlook, so that stuff is very basic. Must be able to provide a distraction-free workplace environment, space for a desktop computer with 2 to 3 monitors. So you're gonna have many different screens, stable power source and internet connection, dedicated high-speed internet, a minimum of 25 megabits a second. That's basically nothing. Some people's cell phones can do 25 megabits a second very easily. A lot of cell phones are doing much more than that. I'm not saying that you're able to use that, but that's not very high. Let's just say that. And let's read the security requirements. So after 25 megabits, upload and download speeds, and Ethernet connection. Your connection cannot be wireless. A lot of call center based positions, and like I said, this is a call center, but it's from your home. So a lot of call center based positions, you must have an Ethernet cable going directly into your computer. You cannot operate off Wi-Fi. So usually you'll have a router. The router will have a wireless capability like everybody is used to these days. They're not used to a cable going into their phone or even their computer a lot of these times. They're operating off of Wi-Fi. A lot of these call center-based positions, they don't allow that. You have to have the cable going in directly into the side or the back of your laptop or your computer. So this company is one of those companies, and the reason why companies do that is for security, because sometimes sophisticated hackers, they can hack signals and they can piggyback off of your connection, or your wireless connection, and they can read data going back and forth. So that's why they do not allow wireless or Wi-Fi extenders, Wi-Fi repeaters, Wi-Fi or hotspots. So let's continue. What we offer, a commission guarantee, $2,000 per month for the first 3 months of employment. So when you get started, they're going to give you your commission guaranteed, which is good. So you get something even if you're not closing any deals. Highly competitive compensation plan, pay range $29 to $38 per hour, determined by several factors such as geographic location and, of course, maybe your experience. Historic average commission range $33,000 to $152,000 based on overall department performance and the terms of applicable commission plan. It's not just based necessarily on how well you sell, it's how your coworkers sell, your bosses do, and so on and so forth, and they split the commission based on that. So that's okay. Annual discretionary bonus, full benefits including medical, dental, vision, life, and disability insurance at a highly subsidized rate. Some plans are fully paid by Viking. So I guess depending on how high you are up in the organization, they're going to take care of you. 401k plan with company match, vacation accrued at 15 days per year. It could be a little bit more. You figure you work for a vacation company, they'd give you at least maybe 3 weeks, but I digress. I'm guessing that's what they start at. Paid sick time, paid training, paid holiday, and I'm guessing those things are just standard. Free and or discounted cruises. That's amazing. I think that, and that's expected, at least the discounted cruises, but free, that's awesome. But I guess it's comparable to working for an airline. If you work for an airline, you get free flights to a certain degree. You have to pay some very minor fees, and then you can jump on as a standby. So I'm guessing it's something like that. Highly subsidized gym membership, discounts on theaters, theme parks, and movie tickets, and more. I'm not going to get into the description about Viking, but suffices to say they were formed in, and I stand corrected here, what I said in the beginning, they started a few years ago. They started in 1997, so that's good. So let's continue. So like I said, they are on Indeed. That's where I found this in other positions. And then they're on Indeed there. And then you can also go to, if you want to figure out how much you're going to really make on average at this organization, the average salary at Viking is $124,000. So the average person with their base pay, their commission is making $124,000. On the high end, they're making $148,000. They did say in the job description that the position goes up to $190,000. I'm guessing that might be the top less than 5%, maybe the top 1% of people that work at the organization, but the average person makes $124,000, and maybe the top 20% or top 10% make $148,000. On the lower end, if you're not doing too well, you're still making six figures at $108,000 a year. All right, so how do you give yourself an edge in getting a position like this? You can check out Course Careers. Course Careers is offering tech sales position right now. Yes, this is not a tech sales position, but it's definitely a position in sales, and that can be highly related to business development, sales development, lead development. So something like this course in tech sales is highly related. A lot of people that graduate from Course Careers tech sales course are doing positions in companies that are not selling technology. Viking is selling cruises, which is a lot more pleasurable than selling technology. We're selling people leisure. In the tech sales position, they're going to teach you how to be a business development rep, a sales development rep, like I said, which is exactly what you're going to be doing for this position, sales account manager remote. You're going to be selling cruise packages to elderly people, and mostly elderly people, not all elderly people, mostly. And it's definitely a business development, sales development related course here with Course Careers. So I highly recommend check out Course Careers Tech Sales. They also offer other courses in information technology, UI and UX, customer success, which would be not directly related to this position, but not too far off. And then they also offer human resources. So check out Course Careers. The course takes about 8 weeks, and there are hundreds of thousands of positions available at any given moment across the United States. The average pay is about $70,000, and we could see that this position here at Viking, $124,000 is the average pay, and it goes up. And from there, the top people are making $148,000, and the low end people are making $108,000 at Viking. I would recommend taking Course Careers. They have recruiters that are looking for you as soon as you graduate, provided that you do a great job and you're able to get a great mark on your final exam. You will potentially be contacted by their recruiters that they have relationships with, and they will look for you to interview for the positions. You might not even have to apply. A lot of people are doing Course Careers and they're not applying for jobs. Recruiters are trying to pick them off as soon as they graduate. Oh yeah, and I should let you know, if you go to the description and you click on the link, you can get $50 off their already amazing price of $499 by clicking the link. And you can support the channel as well too. So click the link, get $50 off the already amazing price of $499. It'll be $449 for you then. There's a 14-day money-back guarantee, and even before you pay, you can try out the introductory course. It takes about 90 minutes to finish the course. It took me about 90 minutes to finish the course, and then you can decide if it's for you during that 14-day period. So that's it for today's Job Search Daily with a focus on technology. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section, and I'm very good at getting back to comments. So that's it for today, guys. Until next time, take care.